My weekend trip to Spokane. It was towards the end of my second semester in college, and I was very ready for a break from everything. My friend Georgie had family friends that lived in Spokane that they had stayed with sometimes. Genevieve and Steve were friends with Georgie's dad, and their house in Spokane was very secluded and very big. Spring had just started to emerge, and the weather was really nice, so Georgie, myself, and our other friend Maya were invited to go stay with them for a weekend. We drove up on a rainy and gloomy morning that promised sunshine in the afternoon. We were so excited to get out of Moscow for a weekend, so the hour-and-a-half drive went by fairly quick. Getting to the house seemed a little scary for my first time getting there, and I had to turn around once because I missed a turn, but we finally made it. Immediately, Genevieve and Steve were very welcoming to us, feeding us lunch and giving us a tour of their house. I was absolutely in awe of their house and property. The house was huge and quite beautiful. I also got to meet their dog Ivy, and she's the sweetest little thing ever. Genevieve, Georgie, Maya, and I were fueled up and had gotten ready to go for a walk, so we set out for the complete tour of the grounds. We just had to see the whole property because just seeing the house wouldn't cut it. I wish that was something I could say. Yeah, let's go on a tour of our acres of land and then come back to our giant house. Anyway, we planned on a quick 30-minute tour of the surrounding property and a light hike. We weren't too prepared for anything crazy, but it would be fine. Steve had even carved out a little bit of a walkway in part of their property. It had become a sunny afternoon. The sky was so blue, clear, and without any clouds. Genevieve was talking about all of the neighbors and giving us all of the drama. She would say, the neighbor over the hill had fired a couple shots yesterday because there was some kind of trespassing going on. He's not allowed to do that, so the authorities were definitely called. This other neighbor just got a pool, so we're trying to become friends with them. And, oh, these neighbors down here have a couple of kids, and I wanted to invite them to my granddaughter's birthday party in a couple weeks. Luckily, those last neighbors were in their driveway playing with their two kids, so Genevieve did take the opportunity to invite them over. While Genevieve was giving us a lot of information, we took a million pictures of the scenery, the dog running around in the fields, and of each other. Trees and bugs and grass and water and everything that was nature was very exciting to see. Winter felt like it had lasted forever, and the proof that it was getting warmer was nice. I didn't even need to wear a coat or a jacket to go out. We were so distracted with the stories and the beautiful scenery and with getting the best pictures that we hardly noticed when 30 minutes started to become an hour, and an hour started to become 2 hours. On top of that, we were going into more treacherous terrain that my outfit was not the most equipped to deal with. The trail we had been following had slowly started to fade more and more, and the hills became steeper and steeper. We weren't in any danger of getting lost because we had stayed within the property lines or in the property of the neighbors, but it was more than we bit off when we began the journey. Even better was that Genevieve didn't even seem to notice. It wasn't until the end when we had to climb our way out of what was basically a ravine that she said, "Oh, we've been out here for a long time, haven't we?" "Yes, Genevieve, only an hour and a half longer than you said." Eventually, we made it back to their house, and we were so much more exhausted than we thought we would be, so we just had to lay down for an hour or so. Hunger finally brought us back upstairs, and they fed us Papa Murphy's pizza for dinner. With our pizza in hand, we all watched a movie, and after the movie was over, they insisted we try their hot tub. They have a hot tub. Of course, we said yes and ended our night looking up at the night sky with minimal light pollution and sitting in the hot tub. Coming back to Moscow was very difficult, but it was nice to have a break and enjoy Genevieve and Steve's hospitality.